Yeah, welcome. So welcome, and let's start in a seat, comfortable, upright on the floor, on a cushion, blanket, block, or what have you, comfortably. Yeah. Good. So make yourself comfortable here on the floor, finding your comfortable seat, supported. And take a few moments, if you'd like to close your eyes, we'll take a few moments to breathe very, very soft, kind of more subtle. Don't even maybe think of it as ujjayi breath, but go ahead and just kind of soften the jaw and let the tongue release from the roof of the mouth, from the palate, the soft palate above. Let it just rest in the lower mandible. The airway might just naturally narrow a little bit, but let that be soft. Softer even than a whisper. So when we breathe an intense ujjayi, if we're doing a lot of maybe a more intense or dynamic kind of practice, tend to get that loud, whispery ujjayi breath. Make this a soft, right, almost silent kind of whisper quality. Stay with it here for maybe another half dozen breaths, 5 or 6 breaths. Let it be soft, let it be more quiet, more subtle. Give it another a breath in through the nose and then the breath out through the mouth, right, with the lips slightly parted. Nice nice sigh. Let's come from your seat. Set cushion or support aside and come onto your back. And then try to keep that same more kind of subtle, quiet, more relaxed back breath as you come in and out of bridge pose. So let's take the breath in here on the back and then the breath out. Bridge pose with arms over your head. You're inhaling to come down and exhaling to come up. Let's see if we can maintain that same more softer, quieter whisper quality of the breath. Once more. Inhale to come down, pause through the exhale. And then take the arms a little more away from your sides, just wherever the arms fall, where you're still kind of released and heavy and relaxed back through the shoulders. And then we'll come back up with the hips, spine. Find a comfortable suspended bridge here, and then find that breath again, soft, whispered quality of breath. Tongue resting in the lower mandible. Go where you want to with the intensity of support, more support, or more relaxed suspension. 2 more breaths. Let's take one more inhale through the nose and then an exhale out through the mouth. Spine to the floor, hips to the floor, legs extended. Breathe some space into the abdomen. Feel that the tingling in the legs, that sort of energetic quality in your legs come out of the pose. Then bring your feet back up to stand on the floor and hands together behind your head. A big, soft breath in, inhale on the floor, and then again, softer, a whispered quality of exhale, head up, shoulders up, elbows in. So really not any less effort than what you're doing in the body, the movements of spine, support of abdomen to come up. Just notice how this little shift in the breath, more subtle breath, more attention to the quality of the breath, just changes the experience of the pose, moving in and out of the pose, coming through full length of exhalation. You can get just a little more quiet. Once more. And then up and across. So we're just gonna lift the left foot across right elbow over to the left knee. Same breath. Keep coming back to soft, softer, quieter. And switch, right? As you're coming up, every time you come up, you switch directions. So you're rotating the spine one way and then the other. Shoulders one way and then the other. Twice more to each side. And it comes to the floor. Exhale, maybe exhale out through your mouth once. As you extend your legs, take a breath in. Through the nose, out through the mouth. And then just take another breath here for nothing. Let's bring the left knee up into the left hand. Take the knee out a little wider to the side. Then bring it up, cross it over into your right hand. Rotate your hips. Twice more, just back. Into the left hand. If it helps to just maintain a little kind of closer attention to this quality of breathing, you want to close your eyes and just leave your eyes closed. Next, re-extend the left leg, bring right knee into right hand, and then out a little wider, externally rotating. Inhale, soft. Exhale, glottis just relaxed, right? We're trying to keep some space. Just two more. And then return to your back, right? Center your hips, re-extend your right leg, take a breath in and out. Bring both feet back up to stand. Neutral spine, right? Neutral space down through the sacrum and the lumbar spine. And then take your right leg up and lift through your heel until you can open the back of your knee entirely or to an extent that's comfortable for you, where you feel the stretch, the sensation of tension, of opening the back of your knee, flexing the top, flexing the ankle, flexing the quads, and then just let that go. So the hip softens, the knee softens, the ankle softens, everything goes a little bit just kind of slack and released. Re-extend up through the heel. You can come a little closer toward you with your leg, you can do that and play with a little deeper hamstring extension, and then just release, just soften. So on the inhale, soft inhale, but extend, tension, open the knee. Soft exhale as you just let the joints release that tension. Do 2 more. And then we can set the right foot back down. Take your time. Switching legs, we'll come straight up through the left heel and lift, take a few where you're just feeling for relative tightness of your own hamstrings. How far do you want to go up? How far back do you want to push the back of the knee away? And then with breath, you're inhaling in the tension, exhaling to let the joints soften. 3 more. We're marrying tension with inhalation, but trying to keep that breath really a lot softer and a lot more quiet, and then feeling that fuller release or deeper release with exhalation. And then both feet are on the floor and the feet are wide to the edges of the mat. We can just drop both knees to the right. And just play now across the lower back as you come over the soles of your feet. Knees to the right, knees to the left. Once more to each side. And then we'll come from here onto your side, so we can push up from the floor. Come slowly away from the floor. Take your time. Move yourself toward hands and knees. And then from here, just with a neutral spine, take 1 breath in and out, but soft. Palate soft, the glottis soft, right? But you're still managing some control over the movement of your breath. And then take just that same kind of more subtle breath quality through cow pose and cat pose. Exhale, emptying out, can extend back to child's pose, of course. See if just that little shift in your attention, that little shift in the quality of your breath doesn't also change the quality of what's happening in the pose and the transitions between what you're doing. 2 more breaths, a little softer jaw. And then from all fours. 1 breath in and out. Just to maintain a little focus. Okay, and then let's pick up left arm. Raise it up over head or out in front of you rather, and then pick up right leg, stand back into the heel, and really opening in the back of your knee. And softer breath in and out through the nose. Opposite arm and leg extension, 1 more, and then breathe out through the mouth. Last exhale. All fours. 1 cow pose, 1 cat pose. Again, maintain focus on what you're trying to do with the breath. And then we'll come out through the right arm, back into the left leg. Reestablish that quality of breath. Might help to just take the gaze a little bit more forward. Keep the airway nice and open. One more breath in, breathe out through the mouth. Good. Then child's pose. Knees wide, big toes together, hips to your heels. One more breath here. Okay, and then come back into all fours, and from there, 1 foot under you, and then get the other foot under you. And from the fold, a nice deep fold here. Feel through the backs of your knees 1 more time. Soft inhale, come up. Okay, and then let's take a few just lifting of the heels, right? We're gonna come into the balls of the feet with the breath in. Arms over your head. Soft gaze. Soft cheeks, soft jaw, lower mandible, root of tongue. Okay, it's almost like you're doing Shavasana in your face. Your head, your face, your throat. Or more. Yeah. Then you'll just come to mountain pose, maybe give the shoulders a little bit of a roll up and back and down, and then just pause and take that breath again. Okay, and then let's find a step back with the right foot. If we can do lunge pose, coming back onto the ball of the right foot. Which you need to do to find that. And if, of course, if you're more comfortable, just more in like a warrior one on the back foot, you can do that. We will do a little rotation. So whatever you need to do to facilitate that, you might feel like you want to come down onto the back knee. You can do that too. You can get on the ball and the back foot. Hands to your heart. Find the legs. Find that breath again. More subtle breath. Firm up through the legs. Find a comfortable rotation. And that can be more upright if you want to stay a little more upright. Find the breath again. Softer, subtle breath. One more. Now in any way that makes sense for you. Lots of stability. Okay, so you might just kind of work your way back onto the soles of your feet. So you can stand in Tadasana again. Soften the eyes. Soften the jaw. Soft palate. Soft lower mandible. Okay, switch sides, go the other way. And just hands to your heart. Start here. Find that breath again. Reestablish more subtle stream of breath. Soften your cheeks. And then find a rotation. Any modification, any adjustment, any variation. One more breath. Yeah, and then come up. Find your way back onto the soles of your feet. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And then to stand on one leg, let's take a place that's close to a wall if you have a wall, so that your knee can have the wall. Right, where we're turned sideways relative to the wall. And then when you come and bring your foot up, wherever you like to have your foot, can you have the knee using the wall for support? Maybe you stand just far enough away from the wall that there's just a little hair's breadth of space that's right there if you need it. One hand could still be at the wall if you need it. Just palms at your heart. And then soften your eyes again and soften the cheeks, right? Find Shavasana in your face, in your throat, your jaw, Mouth, breath. If you have knees secured to the wall, take a little more support, a little stronger feeling of support and engagement into your outer hips. How's the breath? Take 3 more. Notice, sometimes catch the tongue trying to float its way up into the soft palate and the roof of your mouth. So let it relax back down. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's go the other way. And I'll come back to the wall over there. Switch sides, switch legs. Almost a bit of tension between trying to stay very soft here. While you're working quite a lot, even just to keep yourself upright. You keep yourself pinned to the wall, keep yourself engaged through the outer hips. And then Shavasana, your breath. Three more. Out onto your mat. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's move just that slowly, right? And with that sense again of just a more kind of subtle movement of breath through just one very basic sun salutation. And just see kind of what kind of resistance your body puts up into trying to get you to breathe harder, faster. You start at the top of your mat, just take another one of those, inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Soft inhale, tongue, try to keep the tongue in the lower mandible off over the roof of the mouth. And the next time you breathe in, take your arms over your head. Exhale, fold. Half forward fold. To the high push-up position. Take a breath in. Exhale, come down. Goes back, hard forward, soft. Stay through the exhale. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Take 4 more breaths. Soft, soft in the jaw. Soft tongue, soft mouth, soft, soft, soft. One more, longer, softer. And then just drop your knees to the floor. Sit back on them if that's okay on your knees, but also then have a blanket, unless you have another mat, you could throw another mat over your mat, just to have another little bit of cushion under your knees. We're gonna just stand on the knees. From here, okay, and then we're just gonna reach up, Chakravakrasana, I think, right, where you're here on the inhale and child's pose on the exhale. The arms stay kind of in this overhead position all the way through to come down and to come up. See if you can kind of use the arms and use the back of the shoulders to lift up and to control the descent down, okay? So this is your breath in. Take a breath in and out through the mouth before we start to move. And breathe in. And then down. Lift. Arms down by your sides. Inhale, soft. Exhale, fold. Lift. Arms down, exhale. 3 more. Two more. And the last one. Just come down. And then let's bring the hands onto the low back, onto the back of the pelvis, right, with the fingertips pointing downward. You can just have thumbs kind of right there in a little bony landmarks of your sacrum, and your elbows pulled back. Okay, and bring the elbows as if they were trying to, hello, worse. The elbows are trying to come together. Okay, and just a very mild camel pose, a little back bend in the upper back. So you're going to look up and lift your chest, drop the shoulders, drop the shoulder blades, let the shoulder blades come in and slightly shift downward. just that much. Find that breath again, soft, subtle, quieter than your normal whisper. Two more breaths. Okay, and then come from there. Down, leave your blanket here if you like, and find a seat. Take one breath in and out through the mouth. One in through the nose and out through the mouth. And let's take the left arm to cow face pose, right? Just the bottom arm. The left arm out to the side and then around. And then maybe just through kind of horizontally across the back of the waist or lumbar spine. Or if you can, just scooch it toward the midline, toward the spine, as close as that's comfortable for you. Or then you can just push the back of that hand against the back, hold some resistance there and breathe. Three more breaths. Left arm slides down. Good. And then just kind of lift and roll any strain out of that shoulder. Shake out, loose kind of noodle arm at the shoulder. And then when you're ready, switch. Take your right arm around. Back of hand against the back. Worm its way toward the spine, just as far as that's comfortable for you. Hold, press, create some tension. And then let all of the tension come out of the breath. Three more breaths. Release the arm from the pose. Give that shoulder a little roll and a little shake, a little rattle, a little wiggle. And then take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay, and I need to finish at 7 today, so. If we could go ahead and just set up for Shavasana, and we'll do a nice long Shavasana using that same pattern and that same pattern and quality of breath, maybe as object of attention in Shavasana. And we'll do that long Shavasana, and then we can still have time to come up and sit. And of course, you can do any and all of this. You can add to that if you feel like there's something that we haven't done that would make your practice a little more complete. Any other pose, any other stretch, you have the freedom to make it all work for you. But if you're ready, we can go ahead and just take the whole body, whole person into Shavasana along with the breath, and have a nice long, softly focused rest. Maybe the first couple of breaths, you let the exhale escape through the mouth. Nose inhale, mouth exhale. Just to find, just re-find, become familiar with quiet, the breath. Barely an audible whisper. And then just keep all of that quality of whisper quiet with the lips sealed. Breathe in and out through the nose. And then if you just kind of find yourself losing that more subtle quality of breath, might take a breath in and out, in through the nose, out through the mouth again. Just as a way to recall. Then notice at this point how much or how little effort you're expending to keep the breath subtle, quiet, soft. Let's take 3 more breaths here. And just sit for 5 minutes. If you care to move yourself slowly from your back over onto a side, and then just feel your way with very little effort. Comfortable seat. Or you can just continue with this in the position on your back if you like. There's nothing to change here except the position of the spine, position or posture of the body. Quality of your breath as your object of meditation here. And then in this last minute, just stay close. Attention and breath, just one thing. Right, let your eyes come open here, and then we'll take a breath together, and we take the arms over the head, exhale out through the mouth. Good.